This morning, thousands of people have taken to the streets of Myanmar to protest at the army's seizure of power earlier this week. President Biden and the United Nations have called for the country's military leaders to relinquish power and to release activists and officials. In increasing signs of resistance to the coup, people from all walks of life are mounting a campaign of civil resistance. Roxana Saberi reports from our London bureau.
Thousands of protesters spilled into the streets of Myanmar's largest city on Saturday, chanting "Down with the military dictatorship" and holding up three-finger salutes, signs that critics of last Monday's coup are growing bolder. As the demonstration swelled, authorities restricted internet access and broadened a ban on social media. This follows a week of other peaceful displays of defiance, with residents banging on pots and pans night after night, and some doctors and teachers refusing to work. This woman says, "We don't want anyone who steals power and then forms their own government." Since seizing power last Monday, Myanmar's military has declared it would stay in power for at least a year. The commander-in-chief alleges November's parliamentary elections were fraudulent, a claim dismissed by the country's election commission. The governing party of Aung San Suu Kyi won in a landslide. Now she's under house arrest, as she had been for 15 years, struggling against previous military rule before a troubled democratic transition began in 2011. Suu Kyi had turned into a symbol of peaceful resistance, but critics say after she became the nation's top civilian leader in 2015, she failed to address the army's deadly crackdown on Myanmar's minority Rohingya Muslims. Entire villages were destroyed, and hundreds of thousands fled to neighboring Bangladesh. The UN called it ethnic cleansing. Still widely adored at home, Suu Kyi now faces a possible prison term over the charge of illegally importing walkie-talkies. As restrictions on the internet grow, so too do concerns that the country and its people will once again live in isolation. For CBS This Morning Saturday, Roxana Saberi, London.